Okay, so picture this. Billie Eilish is up on stage at the Grammys, dropping a bomb about no one being illegal on stolen land, and the whole room blows up. But fast forward, and now she's getting booed off a film set by crowds chanting about the Tongva tribe. My God, this backlash is out of control? With her brother Finneas doubling down and blaming it all on some angry dudes? We're diving into the mess, from lost deals to fan boycotts, and yeah, I have some hot takes on why this isn't dying down anytime soon. Imagine Billie Eilish trying to film what looks like a big project at the Greek theater, lights flashing, crew buzzing around, and suddenly, distant shouts cut through the air like knives. Crowds spot her and her brother Finneas on stage, and they start booing wildly, chanting "Ice in" over and over, mixed with Tongva tribe matters. It's chaos. Guards rush in, filming stops cold, and Billie dashes off stage for a huge break that lasts hours. This isn't just some random hate. It's tied straight back to her bold Grammy speech where she said there's no such thing as illegal people on stolen land and flat out trashed ICE. The internet blew up, but now it's spilling into real life, messing with her work and turning public spots into war zones. And get this, her brother Finneas jumps online, blaming the whole mess on angry old white men, which only fans the flames higher. People aren't letting this slide, and it's costing her big time. Lost deals, canceled events, and a fan base that's splitting apart. I mean, honestly, watching this play out makes me wonder if stars ever think about the real-world ripple effects of their words. But that's not even the half of it, because behind the scenes, her team is fuming, whispering about how hard she's becoming to work with, echoing what happened to other stars who dug in their heels. The booing didn't stop with one outburst. Reports say it echoed so loud that the director had to yell for quiet many times, but nothing worked until guards beefed up and cleared the area. Billie and Finneas huddled with the crew bosses during that long pause, trying to save the shoot, which might have been for a new music video or a perfume ad. Details are fuzzy, but the delay threw off her packed schedule. Fans and critics alike are pointing out the irony, since her LA mansion sits on land tied to the Tongva people, the very tribe being shouted about. It's like her message boomeranged right back at her, showing this massive double standard that no one's letting go. And while some defend her intent as standing up for immigrants, others see it as clueless virtue signaling from someone who's never faced those struggles. My take? She meant well, but dropping it on live TV without any nuance was a recipe for disaster, especially in a split world where every word gets picked apart. Now, with Finneas refusing to say sorry and instead posting anti-Trump rants on Instagram, it's like they're pouring gas on the fire. Instead of putting it out, this isn't fading quietly. It's growing into something that could reshape her career, and as more stars pile on to defend her by attacking the public, turning it into a political showdown. Let's rewind to how this all kicked off, starting with that fateful night at the 2026 Grammys. Billie steps up to accept her award, looking confident in her trademark oversized style, and instead of the usual thanks, she dives headfirst into hot water. She grabs the mic and says, basically, that no one's illegal on land that was stolen, capping it with a blunt slam on ICE. The crowd cheers at first, but online, the backlash sparks almost right away, with clips going viral faster than her hits. Fast forward a few days, and the Tongva tribe puts out a statement thanking her for the shout-out but calling for real action, like owning up to their land claims, especially since her home is smack in their old tribal grounds. That's when things ramped up, social media floods, with memes about her giving back the mansion, and critics like Bill Maher roast her on TV for not knowing history. But Billie doubles down, posting vague stories that echo her speech without backing off, while Finneas blasts critics as outdated haters. Then comes the Greek theater event on February 10th, 2026. They're filming something secret, maybe a commercial or video, with full crew setup. Paparazzi tip off crowds who gather and start the boos, forcing a 3.5-hour delay as guards step in. Her team scrambles, adding more guards, but the damage is done. Filming wraps late, and whispers leak that she's pulling out of other shows to dodge more scenes like this. Diving deeper, this isn't a one-off, it's building on months of tension. Back in January, before the Grammys, Billie had hinted at her views in interviews, but nothing this direct. After the speech, deals start falling apart. Disney pulls her from Toy Story 5 voice work, DreamWorks axes Shrek 5 plans, both fifth movies. Weird match. Sources say she's lost millions in brand deals, with companies like perfume lines holding back amid the noise. Finneas, always her partner in music, posts on Instagram backing her up, But his words about angry old white men push away even more fans, who fire back that the critics span ages, genders, and backgrounds. By mid-February, reports come out of fights within the team. Her manager and agent push for an apology to smooth things over, but she resists, leading to heated meetings where she's called difficult. Echoing Rachel Zegler's saga, where stubbornness led to being shut out, Billie's team worries she's heading the same way. And the public callouts? Not just online. Fans spot her in LA, shouting the same chants, forcing her into hiding spots until crowds leave. I have to say, it's wild seeing someone so young deal with this. Her intent might come from real passion for justice, but the way she did it feels rushed, like she didn't think through the fallout. Now, with no apology in sight, the story twists further as more stars weigh in. Some backing her anti-ICE stance, others calling it naive. But here's where it gets really juicy. Leaks say her brother's posts are causing sponsors to bail, and the split within her camp is spilling out through unnamed tips to tabloids. Fans on social media are torn right down the middle. Some rally with hashtags like #StandWithBillie, sharing stories of immigrant struggles and praising her guts for using her platform. Others, though, are done. TikToks show people deleting her songs from playlists, burning merch, and unfollowing in droves, with comments like, "Fake living large on Tongva land." X posts blow up. One viral thread from a native activist breaks down the tribe's history, urging Billie to donate or speak up directly, which gets thousands of shares. Stars chime in too. Some, like Ariana Grande, subtly like tweets in her favor, while others, like a comedian on late night, joke about her needing to return the keys to her mansion. Bill Maher goes harder on his show, calling her out for fake activism without facts, and that clip racks up millions of views. Even leaders weigh in. A top official mentions it's puzzling, tying it to border issues. On Reddit, threads pick apart her speech, with users debating if it's powerful or entitled, and polls show a divide. Younger fans defend, older ones bash. I think it's wild how this shows the gap between age groups. Her core fans might vibe with the message, but spreading it wider pushes others away. And the Tongva response? They're glad for the spotlight, but want action, not words, which adds layers to the talk. Scrolling through Instagram, Finneas' posts draw fire. One blaming angry old white men gets ripped apart with replies from women and all kinds of voices saying they're upset too. A fan account polls 60% say she'll bounce back, but 40% think her career's done. YouTube reaction videos pour in, some kind like, "She's young, give her grace." Others harsh, "This is why stars should stick to singing." The media storm amps it up. Newsweek covers Finneas' words, Yahoo reports Maher's mocking, and even Facebook videos roast her double standard. Social media numbers show her follower count dipping a bit, but buzz shoots through the roof, proving drama sells. My take? The reactions show how split we are. Her words struck a chord with people fighting ICE rules, but ticked off those who see it as brushing off borders and history. And the crowd booing? Clips pop up online, though grainy, catching the chants and her quick exit, fueling more debates. Some say it's bullying, others free speech. Overall, the internet's ruling is mixed, with love from left-leaning circles but heat from the right and even middle ground folks tired of star lectures. It's clear this isn't just about one speech. It's tapping into bigger fights over borders, land rights, and star power. As the noise builds, her silence speaks volumes. And with no sign of it calming, let's peel back why this hits so hard by looking at the bigger picture. Billie's no stranger to speaking out. Remember her 2020 push for climate action or body love anthems? She's built a brand on being real, open, and bold, which won her Grammys early on. But this Grammys moment echoes past star missteps, like when famous people mix politics with awards and face blowback. Think Rachel Zegler, who clashed over Snow White views and got pushed aside. Billie's team sees the same pattern, with insiders saying her refusal to shift mirrors that, risking Hollywood exile. The Tongva angle adds depth. They're the native people of the LA area, forced off their land by settlers, and recent land-back movements have returned acres to tribes since 2024. Her mansion on their historic land? It's not just irony, it's a spotlight on ongoing native issues, like how stars live on fought-over ground while preaching. Border issues tie in too, with 2026 tensions. High, her slam on ICE taps into debates over border control, where backers see it as guarding rights, critics as stripping them. Finneas' blame game ignores this gray area, pushing away all kinds of critics, including women and young folks calling her out. Looking back, Billie's family bond plays a role. Finneas, as co-writer and brother, means their closeness drives choices, but his anti-Trump posts amid this, it makes things more political, linking her to broader pushback that's split fans since 2020 elections. Past projects like her documentary showed her mental health struggles, so this backlash might hit her hard inside, explaining the hiding and pullouts. Guessing here, but maybe her drive comes from LA's immigrant groups or personal ties. Sources hint at friends hurt by these rules. Yet, without speaking to the Tongva directly, it feels half done. Compared to other artists, like Taylor Swift, who handles politics with care, Billie's raw style is fresh but risky. The Greek theater moment shows how public watching has changed. Before social media, this might fade, but now every boo gets filmed. Her team's anger hints at cracks, agents pushing apologies, but her digging in could come from belief or stubbornness. If true, it might push her toward indie work, away from big studios like Disney. Overall, this saga ties into star culture's traps, using platforms for good but facing real costs when words clash with lives. As it drags on, history shows apologies can save careers, but silence often sinks them, and right now, Billie's picking silence, which might explain the growing rifts and lost chances. In short, Billie's Grammys claim about no illegal folks on stolen land, plus the ice jab sparked a firestorm that's led to booing crowds, deal losses, and fan boycotts, with Finneas' defenses only making it worse. My final take? I get her heart was in fighting injustice, and that's worth respect in a world where silence is easy, but the way she did it missed key points like native rights and different views, turning support into doubt. Honestly, an apology owning up to the Tongva and clearing up her stance could turn this around. She's young, and growth is her brand. But refusing, it risks pushing more people away, echoing stars who've faded from that same pride. Looking ahead, I think she'll shift to low-key projects, maybe a break to regroup, or surprise us with a song about it all. If the team splits, watch for solo moves from Finneas too. Either way, this could reshape her as a tough activist or a warning story. What do you think? Is she right to stand firm or time to soften? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to chat. If this spilled the tea you needed, hit like and subscribe for more star drama breakdowns.